podcast started. Once again, we've been gone for a while, but we are Smoking Printers. I'm whoever.
Yeah.
This is
Call
my
us whatever you want to call us.
This is my whatever business partner. His name is whatever. We're back, even though you didn't even know we were gone.
Right? No one knew.
I think I posted
and maybe the
one
two people
on YouTube, but I honestly can't remember.
Maybe the 2 or 3 people that actually knew we were doing these.
My mom
may have noticed.
My mom.
Your mom. I know Mia watched.
Oh, right.
Because I think you posted at least 2. Because I know Mia.
Oh, that's right. I did. Yeah.
Watched at least 1.
Yeah. I know someone who might see this eventually is possibly my ex if she's, and I don't mean if she ever watches this. I don't mean this offensively. It's fine, but stalking enough to find our YouTube and find this video, and because
it might just pop up on her page one day.
Oh yeah,
like, hey, you remember him?
Remember me? The lying cheater.
You wonder what I do when I'm not around you. This is it.
It's not girls. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Me, I was talking with a lady earlier today. This is the one that was like the plain Jane who listened to country and stuff. She hit me up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I said a like to her on Facebook, and she matched with me like early ass this morning. So she hit me up. Good morning. We started chatting this and that. It came to the conclusion that she's either an extremely boring person or she's autistic. Because maybe she's extremely shy. Because, what do you do for fun? I don't go out.
I don't do anything.
That's not my question. What do you do with your time to entertain yourself? Is it your career? Is it your friends? Do you have a toy that you just shove deep, deep down in your soul to find your happy spot? That's fine. Whatever you do, I mean, you don't have to tell me, especially if you're shoving a toy in your soul. That's fine. But, I saw in your profile, you like to read. You like to listen to music. You like country music. There's nothing wrong. It's fine. There are many worse things in the world.
Sadly, even mainstream artists are going to country. Like, I just saw a video of fucking Jelly Roll and T-Pain performing a country concert. Yeah.
So I need a ceremonial pillow or something. Hold on real quick. So my neighbors don't we heard a woman scream.
Everything okay? Yeah, it was just me.
It was me. So in case you're watching this video and you're wondering who the fuck we are, what Smoking Critters is, and all this kind of stuff, and
before we go into more
weird, wacky stuff, yeah, we are 3D printing hobbyists. We do
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of that. We are crafters. 3D printing is one of those things where we can grab a machine, grab some stuff online, design it ourselves, make it real, and then have it forever. Yeah, that's awesome.
I still have to decide whether I'm gonna try and print a blade
or attach one,
or if I'm just gonna get like like one of those inch thick like dowel rods from like Home Depot,
Oh, right.
and like I'd have to break the seal off of the end here because
Oh,
the
right.
like the whole handle and like the top and bottom are all separate pieces, and I had to glue them together. And
Yeah.
I used this new glue that I found that actually came with this weird like activation marker,
Mm-hmm.
and like you scribble on the surface area with the marker, and then you let it sit for like 20 seconds, and then you put like a couple dots of the super glue, and you gotta like be quick and like shove it all together because it starts like you can see it solidifying like the second you drop it where you put the
Interesting.
marker. It's fucking weird,
So,
but it's fucking
just like a. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens when you use new glue. Epoxy. That way you'll never separate it again. I think you did the chemical reaction wrong. Something went wrong.
I also literally like glued it and set it on my desk and never touched it again. So
I mean, that's what I do with it, though. You just set it and forget it, kind of thing. You let the glue sit for like 24 hours, but yeah. You see?
I mean, you can definitely tell it was strong. It took
Oh
some
yeah,
PLA
yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. That's strong
That,
enough.
that was printed black, not
Right,
painted
right,
black.
yeah.
So anyway, that makes it a little easier.
Yeah. See, you got your wish.
Because what I was saying is I could just pop this part off, put a magnet down in the very bottom,
Ooh.
drill a little hole in the dowel rod that I get, put a magnet
Uh-huh.
on that end, and just pop it in.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that works.
And then I could make multiple color blades and just
Sure.
pop in whatever color I want at that time.
Yeah.
That that's definitely a clip to put on TikTok.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, we're definitely far from perfect at this point. So yeah, I have a board of like our focal talking points, podcast points, where we are with the business. So we are hobbyists. It's a hobby. That's what it's started out to be. That's what it's always going to be, no matter what. And us turning it into a side hustle or a full-time job is an ongoing process that is difficult because at the same time as we're trying to do that, we also have to have jobs.
Yeah, sadly.
Sadly,
we do not have the money to just focus all on.
I'm still trying to figure that part out. I'm trying to figure out how to quit my job and then fuck around and work on something else. I haven't figured that one out yet. Sugar mama. Or win the lotto.
If we both had the sufficient amount of money to just quit our everyday jobs and focus 100% on the 3D printing, we'd have it up and running by now.
Oh, absolutely.
We'd be.
I don't know if we'd be making much. If money wasn't a factor, like if we had a free place to live together, and food was taken care of, bills were taken care of, all that shit, 3D printing would be. We'd be making some money at it, a couple hundred a month, $300-400, whatever. But yeah, it's just part of it's time, part of it's just life. Does this? I feel like
so right now we're just trying to get our name out there, get ourselves recognized and known.
It's all about getting people to like you, or at least be entertained by you. So that way they go, "Ha, I'll buy that. You guys are funny."
Which is one of the reasons we just kind of bullshit about nonsense.
Yeah, sports, politics, cars, women. I'll keep going until you find something that you're just like, yeah, I like that too.
Whatever topic we're on, like whatever topic we jump to, like it doesn't matter. Like
it's a free floating podcast that we somewhat surrounded.
That'll always have 3D printing sprinkled throughout it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yes, that is the count going.
I count
for those one or two of you that knew about.
Don't spoil it. Yeah, don't spoil it. They'll figure it out. I mean, I'm doing the numbers. I'm doing the numbers. They get it.
I'm just saying for the one or two that like watched the one or two videos we have up prior to this, like they know what the count is. And verifying like the count isn't going anywhere.
I wish they could somehow prove that they watched the video, the original one, and then watched this one. Like if they put a like on it months ago and then like but I don't think anyone really did except for my mom. #1 fan.
How high did we count on that one?
How many views?
No. How many?
Oh, how many? What's the count on those? Probably like 8, 9. I don't know. This one I'm going for broke.
No, that's how they can.
Oh, yeah.
That they watched the last one.
True.
What was the count on the last?
Yeah, what was
video?
the count? Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna go grab another beer. So entertain the people for about 30 seconds.
Well, as far as 3D printing goes, I mean, I've been working on a lot of popcorn buckets. I'll probably talk about that in a little bit. Bug him about what he's been printing too. Fuck, he's back.
What were you talking about?
I was talking shit about you.
Oh, good.
No, I was saying, as far as like 3D printing goes, for right now, like I've been printing a lot of popcorn buckets. You've been printing
That's a secret. Yeah. Yeah. So for anyone who watches, anyone who plays the Power World, anyone who plays the Power World video game, it's similar to a certain other thing.
They want to be the best.
The very best. Like no one ever has.
Right.
To catch them is my real test. To train them is my... Anyways, so I've been
We're not training them, we're enslaving them.
Yeah, to enslave them is my right. Just gonna grab a couple here real quick. None of them are fully painted, but...
He hasn't painted all of them. They're not posted on our TikTok yet.
No, these are exclusive. So if y'all can recognize what these are, and these are for sale. So if you see these in the video at any point in time,
everything we print.
I still have to print his tail, so relax. I can print his tail and pop it on.
It's not an asshole.
Yeah. I mean,
for now it is, but it's.
Yeah, we can change that. So yeah, I'm printing those out. They'll be in multiple sizes. And yeah, we're just trying to broaden our horizon with newer creators who model stuff and broaden our horizons with different ideas and, just trying to...
So if any other 3D printers want to hop on a podcast with us one of these nights,
hit us up.
Show off what they're doing, what they've been working on, spout out some ideas, maybe collaborate with us. Who knows?
Just show off your stuff too. Absolutely sponsored by us, which is that the appropriate term? We sponsor them. We're not paying them, but it's free.
Sponsored.
It's
non-paid or non-profit sponsor.
You sure not getting paid? Are you kidding me?
This is a non-profit sponsorship. You're sponsoring yourself by coming onto our
Yeah,
podcast.
you're gonna come on
about
here,
yourself.
and yeah, it's free marketing, which my mom
Who
will.
can say no to free marketing?
My mom will see it.
I got a friend that works with me. I showed him a couple pictures of my 3D prints, and he went fucking ballistic. So
Yeah, there's
I
people
mean,
out there that want it.
I can tell him about the podcast. I'm sure he'll watch it and probably want to join, but I don't know if he's cool. Don't get me wrong. He's a cool dude. He's got like, I don't know. He talks faster than he can think of what he's gonna say. It seems.
We can bring him on and see how it goes. Because we don't do live streaming,
Right.
at this point in time. So I mean, if it doesn't go well, I mean, it's an experiment. Like if he just kind of takes over the whole podcast and it's like, okay, never bring him on again.
Yeah,
that's a bust. Eric is trying to do a podcast forever, and he wants to. I told him he's more than welcome to come on and say his stuff is a little more like weird supernatural kind of thing.
yeah.
Which,
Josh put it in the perfect way. He is the Sheldon of our group.
Yes, he is indeed. He knows everything, and he will tell you that he knows everything.
and you get him on that right subject, and you are stuck.
Oh yeah, but if you want to know
For
something
at
that he
least an
knows,
hour.
oh yeah, he'll tell you. He'll tell you everything, which is a really good quality to have. It's just sometimes it can be a bit much, but other than that, nice guy. So might bring him on just to kind of he can talk about. See, the thing is we can bring him on for like 15 minutes and then okay, bye, and it's just like he's like a special guest. He's not like on the whole podcast. We just
Right.
just cut to him being on and then cut to him being away. Going, God damn, that was fucking stupid. Never bringing that guy out again.
And then just pop him back on when he's in mid sentence. So it's this and that.
Yeah.
And this
Oh
and
fuck!
that.
Hey! Glad to see you again.
Swipe him away. God damn it! I don't know how the fuck he does
How
it.
does he get
and
back?
then this and this and this and fucking this and what the? How the fuck do you keep appearing?
Stop it! He's hacking us. I swear. So yeah, we as far as so people watch this. We primarily use bamboo machines. We have variety other machines that we use or don't use. We're mostly filament makers. If you all know what that means.
We're trying to get into resin more, but
I'm gonna leave
the
that
first
up.
couple attempts haven't.
I'm gonna leave that up to you because I tried and I failed so horribly at it.
I am determined because the resin printing, that is what we need to make like
certain things,
our own dice and like rings and shit.
I really think they'll perfect it more, and that's kind of segues into the future and current state of 3D printing, as far as where the technology is, where it might be or is going. Where it's at, is they've definitely locked down quality and are very much locking down speed as far as filament printing. Like especially with the bamboos, like now that's like the fucking standard. I love when a company like Bamboo comes out and just goes like, you got the Enders, you got all the other competitors. And then Bamboo comes out with something that's just like, oh, no, this is the standard. Even though, yeah, I did see like other printers that printed in very high quality as well. But it was just, they were more expensive. They weren't as well known. Bamboo just fucking blew it out of the water. And now they're one of the, top competitors. And so that's the standard. So now there has to be another jump to something else, which might not necessarily be filament printing, but It might be more with resin printing, where it's just more streamlined and easy. It might be.
I mean, there's a lot more process to resin printing, so I don't know.
It's
I
a bit
don't
of
know
a
how streamlined it'll be. I know it's already pretty popular for most printers.
sure.
Um, Most cosplayers use resin printing and all that. Um, it's just I think it's the process afterwards, after the print, to get it actually ready,
I'm
rather
not.
than the PLA like just popping it off and good to go.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
once the print's done, that's it. But yeah, I'm not bothered by the process afterwards. The washing it, the curing it. I mean, it's a process, but that's fine. I'm more concerned with it just being to where it actually prints, because there's so many things that can go wrong, and that's what people were saying about that is the error factor compared to regular printing is so much different, where everything has to be on on point,
I hmm.
and then knowing
I
like
already know it's gonna happen. Like eventually, once I get the resin printer up and going, I know I'm gonna have a good size print going. It's gonna be almost done, and something's gonna happen. It's gonna pop off of that plate, and I'm gonna walk in, and it's just gonna be sitting there remelting into all the rest of the resin.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna take a deep breath. You're gonna punch a hole in the wall, and then you're gonna go.
And then I'm gonna have to fix the hole in the wall.
Yeah. It's a good thing we know how to do that.
Yeah, I might just get like a punching bag.
There you go.
And just like mount it right where I can see all the printers. So the second like I turn or enter the room where all the printers are, if I see any of them that's really fucked up, I can just write on the punching bag real quick.
There you go.
Save myself the hassle of the wall.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's what I think, and then also like streamlining completely separate things, like what to do with the excess of filament. Just most hobbyists and 3D printers like have bags and buckets full of just, if they don't throw it away and they want to use it again, which to recycle it. There are ways to do it, but I feel like the next step in that direction would be having a process where it grinds down into little pellets, then it's melted into a filament line, and then you reuse that into
That's what I'm really hoping for.
Yeah.
Because I do really like the whole like silicone mold and use the wakes in the mold.
It's the simple way to do it, but it works. Yeah.
It's simple, but like I've watched the process, and like you have to be outside with the toaster oven, and
it's highly recommended.
and you got to go like over and over and over and over, because every time you think you got it full,
it just keeps
gonna melt like 3/4 way down.
Oh yeah. You got to put in gobs and then load it in gobs and load it. Yeah, it's just a process. Yeah, I mean it
like
works.
The outcome is amazing.
Sure.
And those skulls are awesome that people make, but
yeah,
there's got to be a better way for the waste.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll do that, and then another future of 3D printing is it could go any direction.
I mean they're already 3D printing
buildings, ears out of like
artificial organs.
Yeah, the stuff that sounds like Star Trek, whatever. But it's just it's crazy where the tech is going. I guess is what.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
You're gonna make me entertain.
Enjoy the view.
Ooh.
Of evil bits.
So we got Michelangelo. Gambit's in there. Wolverine. Ghostman, and Orc, Sleepy, and then I think what's his name? Doom something or other. I don't know. I forget his name. That was just like me. It's fast as shit.
Huh?
Nah, just like you were gone the same amount of time I was.
And along with all of those buckets.
Ah, yes. That's an amazing show that I haven't seen in so long. That's gigantic, yes.
This is fucking...
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the headset, I could probably put it on my head.
Right? Yeah.
Like, this is fucking...
I love the color. It looks so real. Like, very good job, like, just making it look authentically,
wood.
Wood, yeah.
This just shows how long I worked with wood.
Sure, you know exactly, yeah, like what, like, the details should look like, yeah. Amazing. You should have.
Other than Deadpool and.
It would be funny on the other side if it said popcorn bucket or whatever. What's it say popcorn? If the R was reversed. That would have been funny.
I should have done.
It's fine.
I also thought instead of like popcorn, writing plank corn.
That would have been funny too. Yeah. The things you.
But I mean, if anyone watching this wants a plank popcorn bucket and wants the R backwards or wants it to say plank bucket,
we'll customize shit.
Just say that in the order request.
Yeah, or if you leave a comment and just say, hey, how do we get a hold of you? Blah blah blah. We'll leave links and all that kind of stuff. Once we. Yeah. Neither of us have done this before. We've never had our own business. We've never really done social media before. 3D printing is the thing that we kind of know the most, but aren't the best at. Just really enjoy it and are okay at it. Luckily, we have.
I think we're amazing at it.
We are. Just no one gives us a chance. You know what I mean? It's just they'll never give us a chance. We went down to the record label and we showed them our mixtape. And we were just like, come on, like, what do I have to get on my knees and thank you? You're like, what do we have to do to just, like, did you like the track or not? Just let me know. Did you like the track?
That's all we need.
Okay, yeah. And, they always say the same thing. Who are you? Security! They always call security, and, then we have to take a hostage, and it just gets messy. And I don't deal with blood very well. And, anyways, that's another story. You had ideas for these guys that I would like you to...
Yes.
The floor is yours. Don't screw it up. Everyone's watching.
Oh shit! Pressure. So you were talking about like a display or something for them. So I thought it'd be cool because you can print it like with the flat side, so it can still be like mounted on the wall, or it can sit on a shelf or whatever. But the main part of it would be like a different tier system of like kind of like a different mountain tier, and each character would have its own spot on each level, and it would look like a different terrain or different yeah. So like one would be like, so like here would be the base, and then hold on, might be easier if I
I need you to draw it.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Or I need like a tab of acid so I can get inside your mind and see what you're thinking.
I can share my screen. Yeah, I can share my screen. Okay, let me get to.
That's a good idea too.
That's not what I wanted to do.
I've thought about doing like comedy ASMR, like make it legitimately ASMR, but like make it like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought about doing that, just like. Just and then just like.
Okay, so.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Did the feds come in? Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I have to hit watch stream. Hold on. Okay. Let's see.
Do you see this?
Okay.
Yeah, the page.
I do see it. We all see it, right, guys?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So basically, hopefully this works out the way I'm planning. So like you'd have the base, and then it would kind of come up in different tiers, kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And then like each person would have. I drew that. I put that up too high on the. Like each person would have their own tier on the mountain, and like each tier could have like a different region, like
I see. Yeah.
water, like a water region,
then
a rock region, fire, whatever.
Right, I see that. Okay, I do like that display idea. I do like
that character is, or just make like a generic looking like mountain.
Sure.
That has those different tiers and.
Yeah.
Or those different levels.
Yeah, I do like that idea. Yeah. I was more referring to like Funko Pop like boxes, like a little box you would like put them in to like make it look fancy when you sell it. I have no.
I mean, we could do that with
idea how to. I think it's 9. I have no idea how to do that. I don't know how to do 90% of this stuff.
We could always with.
That's the experiment.
An idea for that because we got those Funko displays.
Right.
The cage and everything, and the cage has an open face.
We could shrink it down.
Mm-hmm.
We have legal rights both, so why can't we mix and match? I don't see a legal problem with it.
We can shrink the cage down, or like get the vault and make like widen the viewing window.
And of course make our own, because honestly those aren't very. They're nice, but they're very cool.
I mean, I can design a simple box.
Sure. Yeah.
Like that's not an issue. It's if you want to have like different things on the outside of the box.
Right.
That's probably when you would come in more, because I can make a generic hollow box.
I was thinking for the box, I guess the best way to do it would be to create a 3D printed box. It's
Yeah.
simplistic. And then on the bottoms of each of their feet, put magnets. So that way, when they're in the box, they would just sit in there instead of rocking around and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We can do that, or
I mean, you just sell them with or without the box.
Yeah. And then when it since they have the magnets in the feet, just make sure the magnets are oriented the right way to where even out of the box they can.
And then they just click onto your display. Yeah, the display you're talking about. They just click onto there. Yeah, beautiful. I love it.
And we can easily.
Let's end the podcast. Fuck this podcast. Let's go do that. Fuck the viewers.
Yeah, fuck all you. We're gonna go work.
Fuck you, Mom. I don't care if you're watching right now. But I wanted to see more of the podcast.
No one wants to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea a lot.
But yeah, we can get the clear. We can make with the box, just make that little slit in the front, and then just order little plastic sheets.
Yeah,
just slide the plastic sheet in.
Extremely easy. Yeah, because I mean, you don't have to make the 3D printed box very thick enough to where it's strong, but thin enough to where.
Yeah, it'd probably take maybe an hour or two to
pull
it off.
Yeah. Oh.
Especially with the size those are.
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
Got a hooker under your desk there, buddy?
Nah. But I should start experimenting with sexual ASMR too. That'd be funny too. Are you hard yet?
Just that loud and
everything. Come on. This is ASMR. Let's get sexy. Are you hard yet? It's the end of the video. Just like the Family Guy episode, smoke. And then how long have we been rolling?
We gotta start printing more of these guys.
Oh, those guys are awesome.
I got this guy and a smaller version, but the smaller version has been losing its grip or traction with the joints, so it's just kind of slowly becoming a ragdoll.
Yeah, I get it. And then the last point is where we want to be. Because I think that's important for us to have. I remember the guy that we had that meeting with said, where do you guys want to be at in 5 years? And where I'm we're both just that's a fucking very important question that neither of us have no idea.
I mean, honestly, I would love to be making at least enough to just have a part-time job.
Yeah.
And still be able to live comfortably.
If I could work 3 days a week, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doing something else, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I mean, the sad thing is if I lived in Boulder Creek, and I probably could do that if I didn't have this apartment. I just the reality is I don't have the space, so it's I could do it, but it's so complicated and the lifestyle, and it's just, and I don't have any money, and trying to date and move forward. It's a gamble. It's a big gamble. It's a very annoying gamble. So it's one of those things. How to balance your time. How do you balance your time, everyone? Everyone tries to balance their time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then you're I still got time. Ah, fuck. I'm almost 40. Yeah, but I barely done anything.
That's why I'm trying so hard to get this 3D printing going.
Oh yeah. I feel.
I truly, truly, I don't. Not saying like in 5 years or whatever, like the guy was asking us, but in the end, I truly want to be able to just roll out of bed whenever I wake up in the morning and
Start turning on machines.
get my cup of coffee, turn on the machines, start designing and printing the test designs to then add to a Patreon.
Because in the end, we want our own designs. That's 100% the end.
And we
even
do,
if it's
we do want to sell what we print. We want to sell what we print ourselves, but also what I've been noticing, and I'm sure you've noticed it as well, it's more so selling the files to print rather than selling the actual prints.
Right.
So that's why I want to start trying to get more of our designs going.
Yeah, I haven't touched
perfected, and then get a grip of them together and actually start a Patreon of our own.
Yeah, I haven't touched modeling in months. Haven't even thought.
Neither have I.
It's very depressing.
The most modeling I've done is what I need to do to make the popcorn buckets.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I wanna get back into 3D design. I think you and I have a basic knack for it, that we can make basic things like the piano that I made. You made the dice stuff, the dagger, the different stuff. Like, we have the basic stuff where we can get, stupid, worthless motherfuckers to buy our stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
I also have a tray for when you're playing to keep your dice organized.
Very nice. Because at the end of the day, we want to sell our stuff, but we also want to share our stuff because we are artists. We 100% are creators and artists, and we want to share our ideas with others to make other people money, or just to make other people happy. It's like selling a Picasso painting, and I'm doing sign language up in here, and it's not really like selling a Picasso painting, is it?
I mean, if we design that like absolute perfect thing that can work just generally for everything and anyone,
sure,
then yes, that would be considered the Picasso of 3D prints.
True.
The way I see it is we're trying to get to that point. We're just slowly filling our own museum.
That's a good analogy. I like that. Yeah, I would agree with that. That
a museum that you can buy the pieces.
Yeah, it's like when you buy a replica of a Picasso or a Salvador Dali. Like, I have a Salvador Dali in my living room. Is that the original? No. But I only paid $200 for it, and it's in a nice, beautiful frame. Wow.
That's so nice. It looks so good on
people can't afford anything anymore. That's the beauty of 3D printing, Like, why go down
something at the store that I want, and I'm like,
I can 3D print that for 10% of the price, and I can have it in 4 hours.
Yep. Any size I want to.
Yep. Any adjustment, it broke after 6 months. There it is.
See, that's Maya. She's crying earlier. She tried to make it about like falling and landing on her foot when she's coming down the steps. But when I asked her what was wrong, she was talking about Snoopy and Woodstock here.
Uh-huh.
Give you a little closer look at this guy, because he's fucking awesome. Because who doesn't love Snoopy and Woodstock?
Classic Charlie
She
Brown,
had
of course.
she had this filled with popcorn. And she was trying to get off the bed, and this was on the stool. And she accidentally knocked it, and Woodstock broke off. Like right at the heels.
Yep.
And she brought me back up here, and we found Woodstock, started picking up the popcorn, and she's still kind of like freaking out a bit. And I'm like, hey, what do I always say about things that I print? That we can print a new one? Yes, but in this case, I'm gonna just glue it and fix it.
Like, watch.
Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna do this again.
Yep.
Just because this fucker broke off.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's the beauty of 3D printing is, you know, I mean, 2 hours. 2 hours. If I lose it, if I drop it, if a customer says, hey, can I have another one? Yeah, absolutely. If it gets lost in the mail, here's another one. You want 20?
My dad, for some reason, threw up a can koozie that I made that was based off of Skyrim, so it had all like the dragon skulls down it.
Yes.
He did not throw it far enough, and it went tumbling down the stairs. It did not survive.
They don't always survive.
And I told him, for one, I'm amazed it survived this long because it was made with the Ender.
Yeah. Enders are great for what they were. The cheapest, best option.
My Ender.
Yeah.
Loved it. I truly want to get it up and running again just for like little pieces and things like that. But I told him like it was one, printed by the Ender. 2, I can print another one.
Yeah, exactly. You have another one like 5 hours.
And with the P1P, it'll be a lot better quality.
Yeah, the detail, the you know, won't have
the detail
separation.
In it, the quality was already like amazing on it. Like you could hardly see the layer lines on it, even with it being promoted.
Right.
But with the P1P, it's just gonna be fucking solid.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably it for the podcast. I feel like we've pretty much touched on all the places that you can touch. Until next week, we will have more stuff, maybe videos to watch. Anyone who watches this, please destroy us in the comments. Call us losers. Call us everything. Say the video sucks. Audio sucks. Everything sucks.
Do whatever you want to do.
We're losers. We really don't care. Give us anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna go enslave some more pals.
I'm gonna do the same.